felt inspired. I'm uploading earlier than I normally do, but I had to. I had to because this situation is crazy. So many man can already see at the top the tag of the person that we're going to, well, of the person who called out the person who we're going to talk about, and that person is coryxkenshin. Now, mind you, a little bit of backstory. I watch coryxkenshin from time to time. Obviously, as I've grown older, my watch time has gone down. But obviously, when I first seen the guy, he was just a random channel. Had like 6 million subscribers at the time. I was like, oh, he's got a lot of subscribers. I just started watching him, and yeah, man, liked his content and just kept watching him from there. But hold on, the mic wasn't down. But yeah, obviously, a couple of days ago, there was this whole situation, this allegation that Corey Kenshin did something, you know, to a woman, a girl that he used to deal with back in the day. Apparently, around 9 years ago. That's only coming out now. Now, I didn't say anything because if you guys are Corey Kenshin fans, you watch him on. You don't even need to watch him all the time. You don't even need to watch him at all. You should know Corey Kenshin is a guy. He comes here, does a couple of things, then leaves, and then all of a sudden allegations just come flying out the wazoo. And this is one of them one times where another allegation came through. Just was it? I don't even know if it was last year, but there was one allegation. Not even an allegation. Guys were just trying to cancel him because my man was looking at us. I'm sorry. What? He's a man. It happens. You know what I'm saying? He's a man. When you see a girl that's got good brown hair on her, you're not just going to stare. You're not going to be a creep like that. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes the eyes do wander. You know what I'm saying? They wander in it. You know what I'm saying? You look down there and then you look back up. There's no, you're not being a creep. You're not being nothing. It's just a man being a man, but you're not doing too much. Do you know what I'm saying? They tried to cancel him for that. Now they're trying to cancel him for supposedly being a bad boyfriend. Now, when we're gonna get into the TikToks now, I tried to log into X, but or Twitter, should I say? I tried to log into Twitter, but screw Twitter. Honestly, I couldn't log in. But yeah, obviously I've got a account up here. We're gonna check some of the TikToks because apparently the way she was framing this, bro, was like it was SA, bro. Like it was SA. Turned out the guy just, I don't know if he's a bad boyfriend or something like that, or maybe he didn't make it clear that it was never that thing. It was just a, you know, you're just a good time thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Apparently he didn't make that clear, but we're just gonna get into some of the TikToks here, man. Hold on, I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna mute this. Let's start again. Okay. So they coryxkenshin. I didn't want to do this, but I don't owe you my silence anymore. Oh Lord. Okay. I don't owe you my silence anymore. There's no clean way to start. Just that familiar weight. What? Just that familiar weight in my chest. Okay. While the world kept applauding someone who never showed up for me. Right. I was never part of your world publicly. You made sure that I stayed close, just far enough to be invisible. Your followers ate up the whole man of faith image you push, but faith without basic decency isn't faith, it's branding. You talk about devotion, but act like hurting people in private doesn't count. That's not devotion, that's hypocrisy. You fooled a lot of people, but not me. Okay. When I met you, I was at one of the lowest points in my life. I was still healing, still trying to remember how to love myself, and after going so long without it, I had all this love and nowhere to put it. And for a moment, your attention made me feel seen, like maybe I wasn't invisible anymore. Now, guys, before we continue, just make sure you're not dealing with a girl that just came straight out of trauma. That normally it doesn't work well, man. That whole thing of I can fix her, and this goes for women dealing with men as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Let the person heal. You know what I'm saying? Let them heal before you start diving in there and stuff like that. Because I promise you, more time it's not gonna end well. And how do I know this didn't end well? This is, come on, man. This happened like 9 years ago, and she's bringing it up now. From what I heard, this is a 35-year-old as well. Now, before I get to the, you know, to my real opinions about this, let's continue because it's going to get a little bit, yeah. Anyway, I met you. Okay, read that. Okay, read that. Let's move on. Even writing this now has me crying so hard I can barely breathe. The pain still lives in my body like it just happened yesterday. This, this sounds crazy, right? You read that, just that top paragraph there, you think, what did this man Cory did to do to her? What did she do, bro? Sorry, what did he do to her? Like you read this and you're like, bro, what? No, this man, what did he do? Obviously, there's no proof for anything. That's why I waited. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, according, well, let's leave it to further beyond. Let me just keep reading. I'm not writing this because I still care. I'm writing this because I've carried too much in silence. Okay. And what the heck is that? Okay, hold on. You ghosted me not because you were confused, but to teach me a lesson. You made me feel like I had to shrink just to earn a reply. I'm guessing. Earn a reply. Every move was calculated, even if I couldn't see it back then. Okay. Anytime I tried to speak up, you twisted it into something wrong with me. And while I sat alone, replaying every word, breaking myself apart, just trying to make sense of it, you were out here. They were out here calling you a positive role model. They'll never know how many nights I cried quietly into my pillow, trying to convince myself it wasn't that bad, just so I wouldn't have to admit how deeply it broke me. Again, you read this paragraph and you're thinking, what did this man do? What did this man do? And it wasn't nothing serious. Listen, there's still more. There's still more. You never showed up when it mattered. You only came around when it was convenient, when you wanted something, when it was easy. But when I needed care, support, the bare freaking minimum, you vanished. Flipping coryxkenshin's avatar over here. That was your punishment, silence, distance, disappearing like affection was something I had to earn. Like loving you too loudly meant I needed to be put in my place. You treated my body, my heart, my time like they were things you could shelve and retrieve whenever it suited you. Like I only existed when you wanted to feel wanted. What? When you needed to feel wanted. My bad. You made sure your absence cut deeper than your presence ever comforted, and the worst part, that kind of damage takes effort. So congratulations. Okay. And then came this is a lot, huh? Hold on, this is a lot. And then came the soul jabs. You once asked if I wanted to know how much you made. I said no because I didn't care. I never depend on anyone. I've worked hard my whole life and made my own money. So it made me feel small, like the job for the job I had, like I was a disappointment for just not for living up to your standards. I never asked for your money, your platform, your help, any of it. Okay, cool. I didn't want what you had. I just wanted to be treated like I mattered, like a human free being. But even that felt too much for you. Uh, Probably bothered that I wasn't impressed. I didn't know your image, your ego, your self-importance. That's all right through you and still give you a chance to be real. But that version of you, the one who actually care, never flipping existed. All right. Then came your one grand flipping gesture: flowers, candy, a teddy bear, and a card. The first thing you ever bothered to give me. That last thing that felt remotely real. Can't deny me the way I feel about you is real. So one not to mention sexy. I miss you. And hope this puts a big old smile on their face. Okay. I feel like maybe it was something different, but we said, oh God, I'm just gonna skim past this. You kind of night bored, made a lot of mistakes. Never one of them cried. You know what? I'm gonna just skim past these things, yeah. Oh, what the flip? Or what the heck? Oh, what the heck? Hold on. But yeah, no, I'm just gonna skim past the what's it called? The little powerpoints, right? Because quite frankly, I cannot be asked reading this all to you, man. Don't want to waste too much of your time. The whole thing is, it's fake. Apparently, these Xbox messages are fake. Yeah, the way she keeps like the imagery, right? Listen, I'm pretty good at English language, right? Pretty good. I was decent when it came to secondary school. I got good, decent grades. the imagery that she was trying to place in our mind was like what Cory did to her was crazy. Like, like when I say crazy, I'm talking about the R word, SA, them type of levels, right? Whole time, the guy was just a bit distant. Whole time, he was just distant. Apparently, right? Not even apparently, because she said that Cory never essayed her at all. So already, essay, R word, that's out the window. So then if we look back, it's like, it seems like Cory was just a bad boyfriend, I guess. So altogether, it's like, okay, so you did all of this like 8, 9 years later for what then? Attention? Like after all this time, you are apparently 35-year-old and you're acting like this for something that happened 9 years ago. This is what I'm saying, bro. Don't ever get into a relationship or situationship or whatever with a person that is still healing. Let them heal, bro. Please. Let them heal, bro. Because look at this. It's every time there's something popping up for coryxkenshin where people try to cancel him. And I'm seeing people, yeah, there's two comments here, but I'm pretty sure she deleted some of the. Yeah, there we go. Comments are available because you're not mutual friends with Panda Ninja XX official. So she's definitely either deleted or covered some of the comments or disabled comments. Bro, like what was I saying? Yeah, so there's some people. If you just look online on TikTok or whatever, you're seeing people. Oh, I already knew Cory Kenshin was like this. No, you didn't. You don't know the guy. You don't know the guy. Talking about I already knew he was like this. That's why I stopped watching him. Time. No, bro. You don't know the guy to be saying I already knew he was like this. No, you didn't. Because look now, we've got the whole picture, and the whole time, Cory Kenshin maybe, you know, wasn't good enough with his words to express what's really going on. Other than that, though, Cory Kenshin really didn't even do nothing to her. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, guys act like they know everything. Guys just look for the smallest things to cancel people nowadays. It's like it's jarring, bro. That's how you know people don't have a life. And then these Xbox messages. Let's go ahead. Here we go. Okay, so what's up? You still seeing someone? Why'd you ask? Uh, because I'm trying to screw your life up some more. What? That was a joke. Jeez, I was just asking. Never heard you curse before. That's why it threw me off. Like it was funny, like it was cute, as if the pain you caused me for the first time wasn't real. The confusion, the trauma, the flipping aftermath, it was all a joke that you were bored again. Yeah. So the way now that I'm seeing this is these men were in a situationship. They were not on an on-off situationship. It wasn't really something real, bro. But she knew what she was doing because after all of that, she just came back and said, "Oh, he never, essayed me." I mean, if you guys already didn't get the moral of the story, please let these guys heal, man. Let these guys heal, because apparently she was really like something happened to her prior to, uh, like she said, something happened to her prior to her getting with coryxkenshin, and then now she was hoping coryxkenshin would help her heal, or like kind of cover that hurt, and he didn't because it wasn't his job. It wasn't his job. But then she put that on him. She thought it was something else when it really wasn't. And now people are trying to get Cory cancelled. And Cory didn't even say anything yet. That's the crazy thing. She kind of solved the whole problem herself. She tried to out him. Yeah, tried to out him and then said, oh no, he actually never did this. Debunked the whole thing. Started the whole problem and then debunked it. Cory didn't have to respond. Because I'm not surprised though. Because people are looking at this, they're thinking, oh, Cory did something. He did something bad. So then when they assume, oh, he did something bad, she had to come out and say, oh no, he never did this. And I was like, then What? You're just bitter? Hmm? Is that all it is? Seriously, bro. My chest locked up. I wasn't even surprised. Just feels like I still had the audacity to crawl back like you were welcome. Like I'd let you ruin again for your own entertainment. Wanted me how? Like how I had you in a relationship or something else. Like something else. Okay. You see, even if these messages aren't real, I'm looking at it and clearly they never really had a full on relationship, man. It was just a fling, man. That happened 9 years ago that she's still in the feelings about. I'm telling you, man. People that have trauma, let them heal, man. I don't even. Like, I feel like I already got my point across, man. I don't have anything to add. When you said relationship, I thought you meant I was just gonna ask you out. No, I mean you were, but that's not. Difference between you and I though is that I don't do it just with anyone because I was there we go. That's what happened. I was sexually abused. I'm not saying that for you to feel bad or whatever. For you to understand, I don't do it with just everyone. Again, around this time, all right, cool. Yeah, you don't have sex with everyone. Cool. It was you were essayed, but to say you don't do it with just anyone, like she's trying to put Cory on a pedestal. Now, mind you, around this time, apparently she's seeing someone. So I don't know, man. And like the way she's trying to like put coryxkenshin in like the same category of as the person who actually essayed her. Cory didn't essay her. According to her, everything that they did was consensual. So everything that he did was consensual with Cory, and because I guess he didn't treat you the way you thought you should have been treated or the way you wanted him to treat you, now you've grouped him with a man who actually essayed you. Yeah, man. Guys, I don't know, man. I don't think when I pushed back your defense, I didn't know why I'm not in that category. If you put yourself there, the guy didn't do anything to get put in that category. You put him there, but guys, I can't lie. I could keep going through these, but it seems like it was a consensual relationship. She's just in the feelings that it wasn't anything more, and people that already tried to cancel because Cory at that point, at this point, he's trying. People are trying to cancel him for the smallest things, and the people who trying to cancel him ran with this, just for her to come out and say no, he really didn't do anything that's cancelable, and now it's backfired. Obviously, she has apparently she has was it was it breast cancer? Triple negative breast cancer. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, triple negative breast cancer. Obviously, may God help you with that. I don't know. I don't, man. I just God help you with that. Obviously, I know that's a terrible situation to be in, but yeah, man. It's just a lot of things that are happening at the same time, and she's expecting Cory to do something, and Cory's thinking, well, we're not even like that. And now she's kind of in her feelings. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point. What is this? They're watching me too. This is part three, the end of the letter. Mm, yeah, man. And for the other people talking about, oh, he's like trying to call him out, oh, because he's a Christian, but he's doing all these types of things. Please, some of you are Christian, some of you are Muslim, some of you are Buddhist, whatever religion you are. Don't act innocent. Please, I swear, I hate when people They put people on pedestal and expect them to act a certain way, and when they don't, it's like, oh, he's a fraud. He doesn't act like this. You don't either. If you're religious, yeah, you don't either, bro. So like, please, just shut up. Just shut up. Cause there's no point trying to call out someone for not acting a certain way when you're also religious, but you don't act like that either. You know what I'm saying? So before you call out someone for the way they act, look at yourself, man. That's what I'm gonna say, man. I think I'm done here. I don't think I have anything to add on.